The fear of having a gay son.
Do you rather have a gay son or a daughter?
Daughter, I don't know.
Daughter?
Gay son.
Gay son.
Alright, well, I thought daughter.
I don't even know, honestly.
Personally, my uncles are both.
Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather have a gay son. It's either I have a daughter that's getting Thomas the Trained on every Friday at night by multiple guys. You really throwing yourself around that, or do I want a gay son? Like, there's nothing wrong with a gay son. I'm not gonna lie. Most gay people, they do be throwing it down. Like some gay people do be horn dogs, but a daughter, just come on, bro. Like that's your baby girl.
Okay, it's not a choice that they make. It's just who they are. Thought daughter's a choice.
I'm not gonna lie, Zito. I thought you were gonna say thought daughter.
You said a lot of funny stuff on the song. Yeah. I mean, are you really worried about your sons if they were to be gay?
Yeah, like it's nothing wrong with them being gay or nothing like that. It's just that I don't want my son to go through it as a father figure. Like I got family members that like what they like, so it's like it's not nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't want my son going through it all the time. I don't want to have to try to protect him from that type of lifestyle. I hope
what the F is he saying?
Don't go that way, but like he's still gonna be my son. I just don't want him to have to go through the little extra stuff of liking whatever he like.
How come only in like the black families or black community they don't care if their son be a murderer? They don't care if their son be a child molester. They don't care if their son just go out break hearts, rob banks, do the most evilish shit in the world.
My daughter gonna be okay. Send her to Africa. I generally have more hate towards thoughts and the whole slut culture than anything else in this world. That's valid. It's not even towards girl. It's towards anybody that's do it.
The moment they found out their son is gay, bisexual, whatever the case may be, they disown them. They're ready to kick him out the house. Oh, you're not my son.
Crazy.
I'm not homophobic, but I just don't want my son, to swing the other way.
Okay, so that's being homophobic. If you think it's...
Would you,
you wouldn't be wait,
would
what?
be okay with your 16-year-old son bringing another 17-year-old male into your house and, they
absolutely.
do their thing? You
Absolutely, they should be able to do that. Why would I feel uncomfortable?
I would only feel uncomfortable if they were mistreating my son. I'd only feel uncomfortable if my son was in a bad relationship. But as long as my son is in a happy, healthy, good relationship, why would I care who it's with? Honestly, if you wouldn't be willing to accept your child and the chance that they're not straight, you probably shouldn't have had kids in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, it's your child. How you not gonna accept your child?
Because you're basically saying that there's around a 20 to 30% chance.
Nigga can't even spell her name. Yeah, good luck, gang.
And it's like super fucked up.
That's the most insane take I've ever heard.
Especially coming from like a pro-lifer. It's like, oh God, like I love children so much that I want to violate women's rights to ensure that these children will exist. But guess what? I'm gonna roll the dice, and like 1 out of every 3 rolls, I'm gonna end up hating them and rejecting them as my kid. Like, come on.
The fear some parents have about having a gay son is complex, influenced by societal norms, personal beliefs, or worries about their child's future.
Who was the first gay person? I just thought of that.
These fears often arise from concerns about the social challenges and discrimination a gay individual might encounter. Parents might worry their son will be excluded, bullied, or miss chances because of their sexual orientation. This worry increases in areas where homophobic attitudes exist.
What kind of thought is that? How do you not think of that? Who is the first person that realized, wait, I might be gay? I be thinking about stuff like this when I'm high. Kate, no, I don't think it was Kate, man. I'm gonna be honest. If it was me, I would not be surprised, Terry. I think it was Pirates.
Feel protective and anxious about their son's safety. Personal beliefs and cultural expectations also play a big role. Some parents have traditional views on family and marriage, imagining a heterosexual future for their children. The idea of having a gay son may challenge these established beliefs.
You got a ship with beer, alcohol, and men. What do you expect?
Causing inner conflict and resistance. Religious views can make this issue more complicated, leading parents to fear their son may be rejected by the religious community or face severe consequences in the afterlife. For centuries, society has devalued feminine traits in men. When a young boy or a man shows emotions,
this sound like he doing essay for school,
or even prefers the color pink, they are often viewed as less worthy. But in the end, this fear
don't have pink a fire color.
Fear usually comes from a desire for their child to have a happy and fulfilling life based on society expectations. But addressing these fears takes education, empathy, and a readiness to confront personal biases in order to accept and support their son's identity. But let's unpack this and talk more about it. What's up, you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Doc Quadante.
I'm not gonna lie, this dad look like you.
And I'm back at it again with another video. Now, as you guys can see by the title, we're talking about the fear of having a gay son. Now, I put up a poll 3 days ago, and I was asking you guys which video did y'all want first. And ironically, y'all wanted this video first, so here we go. Now, thank y'all so much because I actually got over 1,000.
What? Gay prawn addiction is real?
Y'all that voted. I appreciate y'all so much.
Oh no,
I don't know
gay.
why y'all. This is like the 20th time of me recording the same video, and it's not that I don't know what I'm talking about. I know everything is already mapped out in my notes, but
I can't stop laughing because this looks like my brother.
I've been busy with life and everything, and that's probably the reason why y'all haven't really been seeing me. But I've been busy. When you take a break from the camera for so long, it's like you
can't tell me after Lil Nas X made that gay song, everyone became gay.
Starting all over again. And I feel like this is like my first YouTube video where I kept making mistakes and kept recording. So yeah, please bear with me, y'all. I will loosen up. What sparked this conversation, TikToker by the name of The Real D Thomas. I think I'm saying her name right. But she posted a video and she basically expressed how she don't want her sons to see her, you know, putting on makeup. And I'm pretty sure any other thing that's quote unquote feminine to her, she doesn't want her sons to be exposed to it. I'm gonna put the clip in.
And when I'm in the bathroom getting ready, hair and makeup, my sons is not allowed in the bathroom. I don't play that shit.
As you guys can see.
What? You don't want your son to come in the bathroom because you gonna put makeup on, then because you think he gonna look at that? What?
It was very ignorant and very homophobic.
Nigga, why are you saying that?
Black community feel as though if they let their sons, you know, watch them put on makeup or watch them do this and that and third as a woman, they just don't want their sons to be exposed to that because it's a possibility they could be gay. Now, when I seen the video, all I could think about was, damn, like, what is this fear about having a gay son?
Every day, y'all get on this app and y'all say some of the most ignorant shit I've ever heard. And the crazy part is, she's not the only person that thinks like this. I overheard someone at work literally saying the same thing. And I was just like, y'all cannot be fucking for real. Your son watching you get ready is going to make him gay. In your effort to protect your son from turning gay, you're teaching him that femininity is shameful. You're teaching him that softness.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. At the end of the day, most of it just comes down to parenting.
And beauty
maybe
care
not
is dangerous.
Like someone becoming gay, but like a lot of things come down to parenting. If you feel so attacked that your child gonna see you putting on makeup and then you gonna think he gonna become gay, like what? I mean, boys, like, I know what you mean, like have to be masculine, but you should also have a side of like your soft side or whatever.
If he understands women or even admire them, he's considered less than. You think you're protecting him from being gay? But what you're really doing is raising him to be emotionally stunted.
Yeah, your mama made you little gay. I am not gay. I am not gay. I may have accidentally put my lips on my other man cousin before on accident, but I am not gay.
And possibly resentful towards women, including you. Let's be clear. Gay people don't become gay because they watch their mother beat their face. They're gay because that's just who they are. And if your son is gay, having your damn mascara like a...
That's one thing though. How do someone like, I believe? I don't believe nobody is like, I don't think nobody's gay, or actually I don't know because it might be biological. I don't believe anybody's gay or straight when they come out. Maybe I can see, maybe they are straight because I don't know if there's like something biological with like your brain that just attracts you to the other gender. But I think a lot of it is from what you see when you grow up. Like a lot of movies, like when you grow up, a lot of movies you'll see a man in, I don't know what the frick I'm saying, bro.
Loaded weapon is not gonna stop it. All you're doing is showing him early on that the love that you give him
what's good,
is
Terry? You got mobile delay,
the last
gang.
thing society needs is little boys growing up into grown men who think femininity is a threat, who think softness is a weakness. So let your son grow up and watch you put makeup on. Let him see the artistry behind it. Let him see the confidence. Let him learn that womanhood is not something to fear. It's something to respect.
Sid, if your son become gay, send him to my house. What? Nigga, what you gonna do to him? It's partly genetics. That's what I mean.
It can be taught is that the woman's world is off limits.
Sexuality usually happens from environmental factors. If you have more women than men in your life, or watch more sexy guys or women and stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a whole lot of different factors. Like I knew somebody in my school, when I was in school, they said I was born gay. I don't believe you're born gay or straight. Like maybe like for whatever.
until he's trying to control it.
Being gay in combination.
Talk about understanding the roots of the fear of having a gay son. And what I mean by that is I really want to get into like a brief history of where does the fear of having a gay son, where does it come from? So we're going to get into that. And I also want to
come back straight. Nigga, why you going to beat him until he becomes straight? Nah, I have more women in my life and I never sucked it. I love my father.
A lot of y'all get those so misconstrued, and he be kicking y'all in the ass sometimes. I'm sorry, I do. And then we're gonna react to TikToks. At first, I thought I had a lot of TikToks lined up today, but I only have one. I don't have a lot today, so we're gonna react to one TikTok today, and we're gonna get into that. In many societies, being gay has historically been stigmatized or seen as abnormal. Parents raised in these environments subconsciously adopt these biases. This fear is thousands of years old, but has undergone a remarkable transformation in the last half century in response to the rise of the queer community. To go back in time, in ancient Greece, male-on-male relationships were often accepted or even idealized, especially between older men and adolescent boys. In ancient Rome, homosexual behavior was tolerated but only under specific roles: dominant partner versus submissive. A Roman man could engage in homosexual acts as long as
come on, yo. Why we say we glad, yo?
Judaism, Christianity, and Islam began to influence sexual norms heavily. In the Bible, male homosexuality was labeled as abomination. The shift from seeing sex as a social political act to a moral religious issue contributed to fear, shame, and secrecy.
Nigga saying GTA, that don't say
homosexuality
nothing.
became associated with perversion, mental illness, and later criminal behavior in many countries. In the 1950s, Cold War America, the Lavender Scare saw gay men purged from government jobs, considered national security risks.
I love Dad though till he bring out the
as a mental illness until 1973. Masculinity was strictly policed. Fathers feared their sons who were too soft, too emotional, or too feminine. The HIV and AIDS epidemic was deeply associated with gay men in the public mind.
Bro, the thing is like some people just hate so deep down in their heart gay people. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you'd hate somebody so deep down regardless. Because at the end of the day, it's not your life. You're not gay. So why are you, like, you know what I mean?
Media often portray gay men as vectors of diseases, reinforcing fears and stigmas. For centuries, the fear has been articulated specifically in sexual terms, as a belief that children would be seduced into queerness by adults.
Of course you're watching this video. I'm just not even gonna respond.
I kind of want to get into how certain queer people don't want their sons to be gay either. Now, I know for me, I put up a video a couple of months ago, just kind of feeling like if you are trying to be a parent, you should walk into parenthood being prepared for whatever. Whether your child want to transition, may be attracted to the same sex, they may come out with a...
The worst thing is if you push it onto your child. If you push something onto your child, you are not a good, at least in my view, you're not a good parent.
Disability, whatever the case may be.
You should never push something onto your child.
As such, right? So whenever I would hear somebody express why they don't want their child to be gay, I wouldn't want to hear it because I feel like you should accept your child no matter what. But it wasn't until rapper Saucy Santana came out, he did an interview with BET back in 2023, just kind of expressing why he don't want to have a gay son.
I'm too dope not to have a little, you know, I think for me, just being honest, I'm just worried about how to raise a kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's a common fear.
Yeah, how to raise a kid, and just me being gay, and I feel like if I have a son, I wouldn't want my son to be gay, and not because nothing is wrong with it, but because of everything that I went through.
Feel like that's real.
There was a time when I thought I was gay till I realized having D in the booty don't sound that good. I was never gay. My first crush was Kim Possible. Shout out Lola Bunny too.
Being a gay boy, growing up a gay boy.
When I had my first girlfriend,
just all the stuff behind the scenes that you go through, growing up, going to school, just living in the world. I'm just like, I mean, of course, if he got my genes, he probably could take it. But it's just, you don't want to. That's just like as y'all, if you grew up in the projects, and when you get your kids, you don't want your kids to have to grow up in the projects. You know?
And the last thing I want to get into before we start reacting to a TikTok. Is femininity does not equate to homosexuality. Femininity and homosexuality are different ideas that society often mixes up. Femininity includes traits, behaviors, and roles typically associated with women in a certain culture. These traits can include nurturing, emotional expressiveness, and an interest in things like fashion or home activities. Homosexuality, however, refers to sexual attraction, and emotional desire toward people of the same gender. The confusion between these terms come from a strict gender stereotypes that dictate certain behaviors and interests based on one's sex or perceived sexual orientation. But the difference between femininity and homosexuality becomes clear when we look at human diversity. Anyone, regardless of their sexual orientation, can display feminine traits. For example, a heterosexual man might enjoy traditional feminine activities, such as baking or flower arranging, without anyone questioning his sexual orientation. The lesbian woman can express herself in a feminine way by wearing dresses and makeup, while still being attracted to only women. So yeah, that's my take when it comes to femininity versus homosexuality.
Why is it like girl on girl gay is more like accepted than like guy on guy? Like maybe it's not more accepted, but like people look at it less. Do you know what I mean? Sid getting caught with 14-year-olds. Yo, gang. What the frick are you saying? I guess the prawn industry, maybe, yeah.
I feel like those two be kicking some of y'all in the ass, especially when you're small-minded. Like, it just be kicking y'all in the ass, and I just laugh every time when I witness the shit. Now, one person
this dead look
that I feel like correlates a lot with this video is Jada Waiter's son. If y'all don't know who Jada Waiter is, she's basically like an influencer that's made her mark within the social media world. And you know, she has a baby by Lil Baby, which is a rapper. She showcases her son a lot.
Okay, bro, I don't know.
Ever since she's been posting Loyal on her page, everybody been having all of their opinions on him, feeling like he's gay, feeling like he's too feminine, he need to be around his dad more. I'll put in some clips of what I'm talking about.
His daddy. Bro, he's being a kid. That nigga gay? He's literally just being goofy. I'll do that right now. Am I gay? No. You different. How am I different?
Stop playing my hair, Dada. Stop pulling.
Okay, I ain't even gonna cap you down, bro. When I was a little kid, I can probably speak for about 90% of it. You know, little boys and shit. Well, my
dang, 5 days.
So bad, bro. It's either one.
Sid, try not to laugh whenever, bro. I'm bending this.
Well, you can come out of it. Just growing up.
I just never laugh though.
You're either gonna be sweet,
the vids are never funny,
and you're gonna be that real nigga. Little baby, you gotta come to son, bro. Because when I was a kid, nigga, I was playing. I was outside gang. Like I was sitting on the green box, you know, playing freeze tag, all that other stuff.
Dang,
you know,
the
Ninja
green
Turtles,
box.
Dragon Ball Z toys, and all that other stuff. I was not talking about some Karen pulling my hair like this. And it be the ones out there talking about. He's just a little kid. This nigga is playing baddie. Like it come to a point in time, you gotta check that shit. Like this nigga is acting feminine as fuck. Put this nigga in football or basketball game. There's gonna be people out there that's talking about some.
You gotta let the little kid grow up. He's just a little child. He's a little baby. He doesn't know any better.
At this point, you finna change this nigga name to Saucy Royal, gang. Like, this is crazy, bro. Bro, I guarantee you, if Lil Baby ever get in a rap battle, that's over with. His son, they finna bring up his son. Lil Baby might as well just get ready to go to jail, bro, because not.
You give all my hoes away. You see, mommy? I am the best.
Put this in. Oh, okay, I see. I got more according to Botrix. Botrix is freaking stupid.
So cute.
What am I watching?
Stop doing them get ready me's with that baby. She gotta stop doing them get ready with me's with that little boy. Real talk, I see the stuff they talking about.
Botrix, my guy.
I'ma shut up.
I really want y'all to understand how creepy it comes off when y'all see a young boy and you're disgusted or even a little tiniest bit bothered by the fact that this young boy is displaying signs of femininity that you don't know. I just saw this video of Tia Kemp and she's looking at a video of Jada Waiter's son Loyal, and I guess in the video, to what she's saying, he's acting feminine and she just looks disgusted and she's like, ugh, she need to stop doing get ready. Jada Waiter.
My mom boyfriend gay son and he was trying to roast. First scene I said, don't talk to me, Mr. Gay nigga. Okay.
Doing get ready with me's around her son. Like, girl, why do you care? Do you need that or something? Like, what? Ew. Y'all see a child not misbehaving, not being disrespectful, just existing. And you're disgusted by the fact that this child that you don't know is not fitting into the box of what you deem as masculine. When 9 times out of 10, girl, you have that box based around the men in your personal life that you have relationships with. whether personal or emotional or sexual, and that's weird. You don't know this child. Like, I need y'all to really think about how that sounds and stop talking about that child, because it comes off as really creepy and weird. And it's just like, where does this
child
disgust
not wrestling
stem
sharks?
from? Because
AR2
it's
Project
not like
Ron
feminine men
canceled.
grow up and somehow are unable to change a tire or repair a car or, you know, get money or provide for a family. Feminine men all around the world are doing that. So what really are you disgusted by? I'll tell you. You're disgusted by the fact that this child that you don't know, that you've never met.
All right, gang, I understand, bro.
Is not fitting into your box of masculinity, and it's creepy.
So yeah, as you guys can see, everybody is just super. You can just see the homophobia, like they cannot hide it. It's crazy. Me personally, I don't think she should post him like that, but it's her page. She gonna do what she want to do. But she also responded to the backlash of, you know, just everybody accusing her son of being gay.
Real stuff. How would you feel if your son is gay? If my son is gay, I don't even know. I don't even like. I'm gonna look. If my son comes to me and say, "Dad, I'm gay," I'm gonna be like, okay, is this what you actually feel like? It's not feel like it's pushed onto you. You feel in your heart that you're actually gay. And he's gonna be like, yes, okay. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna support you whatever you want to do. Even if I don't want my son to be gay, even if I want him to be gay, I'm gonna support him. Because that's my child at the end of the day. Me personally, I don't believe in people becoming trans. But at the end of the day, if that's something what you really like, if that's something where you feel like that's in your heart and that's my son or whatever that goes trans, I'm gonna support him because that's my child. Even though I don't believe in somebody should change their gender.
Talk about my son's sexuality. They talk about the videos saying I was promoting molestation. Like, and then it's a little bit.
When people don't even realize, like, speaking on the things they be saying publicly, it's like you're the real creep
to even like look at something like that and just instantly think that way.
To talk about a child's
Wait,
sexuality,
what?
it's like
Partially new to rap. What?
Something like that and just instantly think that way.
To talk about a child's sexuality, it's like weird.
Yeah, like a 5-year-old.
It's weird.
A 5-year-old.
It's so creepy. Like, y'all need to self-reflect.
It just seemed like he being goofy.
It's probably like
I got a perfect bit for
it's
this.
scary, but it's literally to
in my
that point
opinion.
where I'm like, yeah, I just gotta pray for those type of people. Like, I pray that they find it in their heart to like understand that this is a child, and like it's certain things that it's certain limits you just don't cross, or certain things you just don't say. But like I said, I can't control people's perception, or I can't make people say like, oh, loyal isn't this, or like I can't do that. So I just fuck them. We ball.
I'm glad you don't let it affect you, because you know people get sensitive about their children as you should.
I know who my child is.
Period.
His dad knows who he is.
How is this homophobia? What did they call homophobia? What? Because they think loyal's gay?
No one's questioned, worried, bothered. Period.
Enough said.
Now we gotta go react to one video today.
No, you better not give me no popsicle, mom. You know I already know I don't like no popsicle. Stop. Ah, my wrist hurt. Am I back to life? Come on, you need the fluids. Yep. No, 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 mama. I like girls, mama. No.
Today, because that's all I have. My phone is on 60%, so we got to make this quick.
Anything.
So yeah, let's go ahead and react to the video, and I'm gonna come back with my commentary, of course.
Y'all, I just had a big revelation about black men and duality. I was thinking, like, why is it that white men
I think being
tend to be
gay
more
at a
comfortable in their sexuality? And I've already ruled out obviously patriarchy and
not like
white
that.
supremacy. So clearly they have privilege in society. But one thing that I just realized that I never thought about before is that there are white men who were raised and accepted as gay from an early age. When I think about black and Latin men, typically we aren't raised as gay sons. We're raised as straight sons. So that's why a lot of us have so much trouble
wait, how do you get raised straight? Am I being ignorant? How do you get raised straight or gay? Unless like the parent is telling you, unless they're forcing it onto you.
Because a lot of black parents will say, oh, I knew you were gay, but I didn't want to say anything. Or I knew something was wrong. Or I knew there was some sugar in your tank. So instead of actually accepting that is the truth at a younger age and allowing the child to lean into who they are, that typically doesn't happen. We typically have our coming out moments in college or a little later. And I'm not talking about everybody.
Dang, college?
And so when I think about gay black men
I like girls being out gay.
black men who are bisexual or who are curious no wonder that it's so difficult to manage the anxiety that comes with your sexuality, because you have not had that experience and support typically from a young age. And while when people come out, sometimes the family goes, oh, we already knew, we were waiting for you. So how about instead of waiting, you create a space for the younger black boy that you see, that you think has these mannerisms or questions or attractions? How about you start embracing them for them early, so that they don't become these damaged, emotionally insecure, emotionally unintelligent men who sometimes are abusive and who sometimes hate themselves. And I'm not talking about, and I'm not suggesting that you force someone to do something before they're ready in terms of their self-development as a child, because I know somebody's going to say something about that. But what I am saying is that if you notice that your child may be gay, right, as you say, you've known since they were a baby, then raise them as who they are, not as who you want them to be, so that we can have the space to grow into who we are throughout our whole life.
Okay, so he made a really great point. I'm glad.
Wait, how do you rate, like, if you know your kid's gay? I don't understand that. Like, if my kid was gay or straight, I would just, like, in what ways are they talking about? I would just raise them the same way.
Glad he ended it like that, because I was gonna kind of interrupt him and be like, well, my mom was like that. She kind of already knew from an early age that, you know, my mannerisms, how I act. She always asked me like, hey, are you gay? She used to always ask me that. But me, I looked at it like, okay, well, gay is wrong. So I'm not going to tell her like that I'm gay. I'm kind of just wait when I'm ready. And it wasn't until I was 18, mind y'all, she was asking me this shit when I was like probably in middle school. She was just starting to pick up on me. I was starting to get older, you know, puberty had just hit. So, you know, that was that. So she was already asking me that. But it took me until I was 18 to finally come to terms with my sexuality and, you know, be more comfortable with, you know, letting her know like, hey, I am that. But like he said, just provide your child with a safe space and don't make them do things because you want them to do it. Like, for instance, my mom, once she took notice I didn't like football, she didn't make me do it no more. So just stuff like that. But y'all, this concludes able to come up with, you know, giving y'all a brief history, just kind of talking about the difference between homosexuality and femininity. If you feel like I missed out on something, please feel free to leave your thoughts and comments down below. Y'all know I love y'all so much. And in the next,
I guess what they mean by safe spaces, don't have a household where, I mean, that's just your parents, but don't have a household where they're hating on, I don't know. That was an interesting video. If you're not ready to unconditionally love your child, don't have children. I hate when they use growing up during normal boy-child stuff, because I did all the same things. I played many sports and was very active, and I'm still gay. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, if you want to be gay, if you like dick, if you like men, that's what you like, bro. That's what you like. Me personally, I don't care. You wanna know why? Because it's my life. So why should I care so much about your life? Okay, that sounds crazy. Why should I care so much about you being gay?
What you in the bands for? Lambo truck on here, babe. I don't got no landlord. Bitch, I am the landlord.